much more to say about this episode, and has anything actually happened? That's really what I would like to know, because I feel the whole thing, like nothing is happening. I'm bored. I am bored. I really am bored. Is anyone else bored? And the other thing is, I think for me, because we always know what's going to happen, right? We always have leaks, but I feel for me, like this was filmed so long ago and they held it because they're trying to space out housewives. I don't know, I feel that nothing is happening that I didn't already know off air, and watching it is not really interesting me. Now, the ratings are, we have all these things that are now coming out that the ratings are the lowest that they have been ever. Okay, like ever in the history of RHONJ, the ratings are the lowest they've ever been. So what does that say? Now, mind you, let's not completely panic. They're still in the 700,000 range for now. I don't know where that's going. I don't know if it's going to go down, but they're in the 700,000 range for now. So the fact that the ratings are down and they're the lowest that they've ever been, everyone is kind of bored with this season. It's not even the whole Melissa versus Teresa thing. It's just they're the lowest that they've ever been. So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here is really the question. I do think that because the ratings are the lowest, and by the way, I don't know if you saw this, there's some article that called it the Margaret effect, which I don't even know if that's so fair. There's no love lost between me and Margaret, but I mean, I don't even understand that. I forgot the publication. It's like a new article that just came out like last week. Google it. Google like RHONJ and ratings and the Margaret effect, because this whole article, which I promise you was not written by me, is basically saying that Margaret initially is the one that started all this offline toxicity, all the stuff that Melissa's old nose is coming out with now, et cetera, et cetera. And the show has basically gone to such a toxic place and such a dark place, and it's all because of Margaret. And I'm not even saying this, please note, but that is what this article said. It's calling it the Margaret effect, and they're saying that she's pretty much the one responsible for all, for bringing the show here, and that's why the ratings are the worst they've ever been. And I actually really don't think that's like a fair assessment, because I mean, it's an ensemble show. It's the sum of the parts is greater than the whole. And I mean, also let's just factor in that if there's producers and there's edits and there's storyboards and they know exactly how the season's going to play out even before they start to film it. So I don't think it's fair to say it's a Margaret that's really responsible for poor ratings. I don't even know if we need to blame anyone. It is what it is. We have the worst ratings in RHONJ history. Where do we go from here? I still think that this is truly the last season of RHONJ as we know it. I think changes are 100% coming. And I don't know. I personally think Jennifer Aydin, Margaret, and Jackie are the three people that are most likely to lose their jobs. But is that enough? If just those three go, is that enough? Is that going to change the whole show, or are we going to have a total revamp? Look, I think I get what everyone's saying about Teresa and all this stuff off air and Louis. I still just don't see them getting rid of Teresa. I mean, come on. When we step back, it's not going to happen. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't see them getting rid of Teresa. I don't even think, I almost want to walk back that I'm even saying that. I don't think that's even a discussion. It's just not happening. So when all is said and done and next season Teresa's back, if Margaret's gone and Jennifer Aydin's gone, and again, I think Teresa's a total fucking animal. Let me just state that. I don't, just giving you the facts of how it's all going to play out. And Aydin's gone, and Jackie's gone, and I mean, is that enough to change the show? I mean, we have no Margaret, we have no Jennifer, we have no Jackie. We bring back Teresa. And then if you're bringing back Teresa, do you have to bring back Jennifer? Is Jennifer going to have a job? Because who's speaking to Teresa? I mean, Can we get rid of Danielle Cabral? I don't know. I mean, she's a second-year housewife. She's giving us something. She's not speaking to her brother. She's not speaking to her father. I don't know. I actually really don't know. I sat here and said Melissa was 100% going to be fired, and here we are. So I don't know anymore. But I do know that there's no way, here I go again, there's no way we're bringing back 99.9% of this cast. We did it because we didn't know what to do. And let's just state again, it is a short season. I think that is very telling. I think we brought everybody back because we didn't know what to do, and we have to just wrap it up and figure it out. But I don't, it's not working now. So it's not going to happen again. We're going to have a real, true, real Housewives of Atlanta pause. Atlanta is back now, and we have Portia, and we have Kenya, and everyone else is gone except for Drew. And that pause lasted forever. And they didn't do that with Jersey. And in part, if you really want to break it down, in part, it was because Atlanta was broken. Potomac is off the rails. Potomac self-corrected itself with Candace and Robin and NECA. But New Jersey was highly rated. Now it is not. Now it is better than a lot of other shows. But now we have a problem. So I truly think that we are going to have a real, true New Jersey pause this time to figure it out. Look, if it figures itself out quickly, we're going to start filming quickly, right? That's not the issue. It's that in Atlanta, we kept interviewing girls and women and we couldn't figure it out. Even with Portia back, we still couldn't figure it out. I don't know if this is going to be so easy to figure out. I think it's going to be a real New Jersey pause. These other people that are popping up, Tiffany and Brittany, whatever the hell their names are, these three girls that are not getting any airtime. I mean, it's not going to be them. I think we have a real change coming. I think people like Margaret are smart. She knows it. I hate to break it to everyone that it hates Melissa. I don't know if Melissa and Joe are going to go. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, how do you have Melissa back though without speaking to Teresa? I mean, that's, I guess, what it is. I mean, is Teresa going to risk her $2.5 million? I mean, she seems to have this year, and it's here we are. I don't know, but I don't think, how can we have Melissa and Teresa without them speaking to each other? Like, I just don't know. I don't know if enough time will have passed that they could at least say hello. I mean, it's not working. It's not working. Like, they're in the same room and they don't speak. It's not really that awkward, but I just don't think it's sustainable. I don't think, I mean, Andy says it's not, Melissa says it's not, Margaret says it's not. So I don't know, but I don't think they would ever choose Melissa and Joe over Teresa. I'm sorry, guys. I got to be honest.